So you've got back pain every time you go in the gym or you try to do squats, you get hurt or it starts getting sore. That's okay. I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways that'll help you out. Let's check it out. So when you go into the gym, you start doing squats, you most likely get a bit of pain, a bit of discomfort that hinders your workouts and whatnot. Just make sure that you're not thinking that straight away it's a disc bulge or you've completely buggered your back. Pain doesn't necessarily mean that you've damaged. Pain is there to protect you from damaging your back in the first place. So if you think it is something really serious like that, go get it checked out. But if you look at the studies and the literature on there are plenty of people who've got degeneration in their back, slip disc issues and whatnot, but they don't experience any pain, okay? So just make sure you don't think that straight away pain, that your body is ruined or your back is ruined, because that can really affect you up here and really hinder your progress. Because we know pain is more of a warning signal rather than a signal that damage has been done, the exercises and drills that I'm going to show you here aren't necessarily fixing your back, but it's just making your back feel a bit safer in certain exercises. So we're going to go through drills such as X-band walks, goblet squats, and all these certain exercises that activate your glutes and your core, which makes you feel really stable and safe. Because if your body feels nice and safe, there's no reason for it to send off these alarm bells, i.e. pain, okay? So the idea is to get your body feeling as safe as possible in your squat so that you can keep on squatting, keep on moving, and keep having a better experience in your squat. Okay, so for this first one, we're going to teach you to spread the floor or at least get your glutes to fire up more when you're standing up, okay? So a lot of the time people will tell you to do, crab walks and stuff like that. But I'm guessing if you've got a bit of back pain, this kind of position, holding this position for longer periods is probably going to anger it up a bit because it's extra sensitive at this point in time. Don't worry, it'll get better. So what we're doing for this is you're grabbing a band like so, and we're just going to loop that around the forefoot of our feet, okay? And what that's going to teach us is to push out like so, okay? And which is a critical movement we need to know, especially when we're going for a nice good squat that feels really good and gets a lot of glute activation. So the way we do this one, you're going to be nice and tall, you're going to squeeze your butt a little bit. What you don't want to do is dumping into your hips and arching your lower back, especially if you've got a sensitive back, okay? It's probably going to anger out something. So what we'll do is going to squeeze your butt, and we're just, as you're stepping out, you just want to push against the band. You're automatically going to do this, okay? So what we'll do is you're just going to squeeze your butt. You can put your hands anywhere you want out front or just on your hips. But you're going to step out like so, squeezing your butt, and then stepping back in it. What you don't want to do is stepping out and then just pulling like that, okay? You want to go extra nice and slow so you can kind of lean from side to side like this and just really take your time with this, okay? So going for a good bunch of reps on here, you should really start to feel a burn towards the end of it, okay? So that's really going to get your glutes fired up on here. And what that's actually doing, like I mentioned before, it's going to take it out of this this overarched position, okay, which generally doesn't feel that great on your lower back, okay? So if I'm pushing out like that, it's really going to get my butt to squeeze and set my pelvis in a position that's really going to feel great and it's going to feel nice and safe. Okay, so what this next exercise does is it limits how low you can squat and gets your core really fired up. So in the past with clients that I've helped out with back pain and my own back pain story, any kind of squat where I could hold out the front, which like a front squat, a lot less pain than if I did a back squat or a deadlift, okay? So getting your core fired up, there's just something to it. Either makes your body feel a bit safer while you're doing it. There's something about it, okay? So what we'll do is grab a kettlebell and a band. So the first thing we do is we wrap that band around you, okay? So you can wrap that around your knee So you can start off with the band and then eventually ditch it. So what you'll do is you'll set up with a bench about yay high. You can kind of stack this up a little bit higher if you find it a little bit harder. It's really up to you, or you can even try it lower, okay? So what we're going to be practicing doing is we start at the top, racking the kettlebell up here. We're going to stand nice and tall, squeezing your butt. We're going to drive our knees out against the band, holding the kettlebell here, and then just really sitting back, pushing that band out, and then really sitting back. And you should really feel your core firing up here. So when you're in the bottom, it gives you an opportunity to reset if you really need to. So holding the kettlebell here, pushing out, and then sitting forward and driving the knee up, like so. So looking from the side angle here, you can see that my back's going to stay nice and straight because I've got the kettlebell. Just make sure not to round out like that. So you're going to drive the knees out, pushing your butt back, holding onto that kettlebell, sitting down, and then sitting forward and standing back up, okay? So once you get a little bit better, you can get rid of the band and just try the kettlebell, and then go from there. So with this next one, it's really building off of just what we did with the goblet box squat. Basically, we're going to be holding a kettlebell out the front, so we're actually making it harder on your core, okay? So this should be very interesting, and you should be able to go a bit deeper into your squat. So what I would do is grab a band like this, wrap it around, okay? And then you're going to grab a kettlebell like so, and you're just going to hold it out front here, okay? So if you hold that out front, your body's going to want to fold like this, but you're going to be trying to stay upright. So it's really going to get this core firing up, okay? So you're going to hold it out front like that, driving your knees out like so, and really sitting deep into that squat, just as low as you can go, and then back up, okay? What you should feel when you're doing this squat, your core and your butt really firing up. So you can make it a little bit harder if you're holding out front, and then you count for 3. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then pause at the bottom for a second, and then straight back up, okay? So that way you can teach your body to be a lot more stable, but also just feel a lot more stable in that squat. If you're feeling a lot more stable, your body's going to feel a lot more safe, you're going to feel more confident, and it's going to be less likely to send off those pain signals, causing your body to freak out if it's in a position that it doesn't really want to. Okay, so I hope those few ways really help you out to keep the back pain at bay and get you back into the gym a bit sooner than what you first thought. I know back pain can be a bit of a long game to get over, but pretty much most injuries are. Just make sure to, go through the drills, see what works best for you. Focus on getting a squat that's more of a front squat where your core's activating and your glutes activating. Again, I can't tell you enough how much better a squat feels when it feels a lot safer. You're gonna have less pain in there and less issues in the future. If you find that you're going in and out of the gym with injuries like lower back pain, please make sure to check out my 7 lifts to bulletproof your body after injury. I'm going to drop a link down in the description below. Please make sure to click it on and download it. Also make sure to give me a thumbs up so more people can see this video who have got back pain just like you. It will really help them out and me out. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button. My name's Adam and I help you return to the gym and stay there.